from bronze to mythic. If I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. Turn up our account for Bronze to Mythic episode 2, draft 2. Spider-Man. No Spider-Man through the Omenpaths, all right? So, once again, pick 2 draft. This is a pretty different season of Bronze to Mythic. I go over all that in episode 1. I'm not going to say it all over again. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. Let's get right in here to another fast pick 2 draft. Let's do this with a Luis, Pompous Pillager.
Can the Spider-Man come out to play?
This card's really, really good. 2 on lifelink for 2 is always a good limited card. But this card just goes right up and down the scale. It enters with X counters on it and deals X damage to opponent. And you, of course, also gain X life because it has lifelink. This is basically like Super Siege Rhino. Card's really, really good. Doesn't particularly synergize with anything in the set. Just an awesome card. So, really, really great card. Then our other question is, what's our second pick here? Because, of course, we are playing pick 2 draft. So, another cool rare here in Reality Fulcrum. Play this on 10 new brews. Exile top 2, and then it's mana for cards from exile. Getting pretty hard to do in limited, honestly. It's probably still fine in limited, but not that exciting. We got an Archivist here. I like just Scorpion Sting. Take their removal spell. We got Common Crook. Yeah, sure. Take a couple black cards. Not a bad place to start. And pick 2, doing the thing. What do we get past? We get past a Sarn of the Silken Throne.
I mean, it's not like Spider-Man could help or anything.
And web-slinging is the ability where you pay a reduced cost for a creature if you return a tapped creature. It's okay. We got Favorite Fighter. Again, awkward thing about this set is that the enemy card pairs aren't really supported. It's a very small set. So green-black is not particularly a place you'd want to be in theory. We got Ozor, Chronicler of Collapse. 8 more cards in the graveyard. It's an 8/8. Control of Villain is hexproof. This card's like not that bad. Equipment. You can do some like connivey stuff maybe. Sure. Blue-black's all about connive. It's about drawing and discarding. I'm just going to take the connive cards and we'll just see what happens. So, you draw and discard, put cards in the graveyard, get kind of like this threshold ability, and then do some madness stuff maybe, or mayhem. Let me see, a Sinister Hideout alongside a, what is this? A Caldia Brawlers. Discard a card, a little bonus. So this looks like a Mayhem Enabler, because you can discard things to this and then play them. If you aren't actually drawing a card, it's not a great Mayhem Enabler, because you're not getting a huge value off of it. That being said, I think the Wardens is great. This is like the Mayhem Enabler, so I think the Wardens and the Weaver. And maybe red black is the place you want to be. Red black Mayhem. We want to do the draw and discard thing. We see our next pack here, pack number 3, I guess 4. We see a couple green cards in Lizards and this. We see a Galvanized Workforce, if only, right? It's meant for a 2/2 trample, and then it gets a little bit of extra boost. We get Knife Trick here. This is a good removal spell with a discard on it. Sure. Let's take these 2 cards. Maybe a little Rakdos like Mayhem aggro. All right, we're doing it, folks.
Bingo!
We got Crash, Reckless End Rider, which will discard every turn if you want to, and then Death Flame Burst, the Mayhem removal spell.
What a menagerie of mayhem-loving monstrosity!
And I think we're locked into red black. All right, yeah, let's do it. 2 pretty good green cards here, Fighter and their team up as late picks, but like whatever, it's fine. Like we're just locked in. So, all right, we see the last 2 cards in the deck. Pack 2, what do we see? We see a Cheering Crowd. Not a very good card. Not a very good card. So on the Rakdos side of things, we see Prison Break. Return a creature card from your battlefield, and it has Mayhem, which is like not bad. I love this card. 2/2 flyer for 3 with flash, has Mayhem at 1 black. Super great card to discard to Mayhem, as it's so cheap. But being legendary is like so shitty. We got a Razorkin, which is okay. Workforce. There is a Ethereum mechanic. There aren't a lot of artifact creatures. This card's like kind of okay by itself, but I'm just gonna go for the Razorkin and the Madness Creature and go from there.
Hopefully it'll be mayhem.
I say Madness, I meant Mayhem. And pass the pack with a Crime Lord. End step, creature die this turn. You can connive, which is like okay, I suppose. Knife Trick. That's a removal spell. More workforces, little haste, common crooks. There's a lot of reasonable 2-drops here. Crook's pretty good. There isn't really any like treasure synergy in this set, I don't think. But yeah, is this card better? The Crime Lord? Maybe it is. Take the Trick and the Crime Lord. And we get past another Trick, another Crash. And again, this card is a way to mayhem. It's not like great because you're not drawing a card off it necessarily, but still like fine, I think. Another Knife Trick, Brawlers, and Fanatic for a 2-drop. It's also legendary. There are a ton of legends in this set. It's really, really important to be cognizant of that when you're drafting. The second legend is worth a lot less than the first one. And the third legend is like, you almost don't even want it. So don't be very, very aware of that. So let's just take out the blue cards we're not going to play. And we see, wow, more great mayhem stuff.
Oh, the destructive mayhem we could call.
Another Hunter and a Deathflame Burst, which is awesome. There's a Lookout here, which can connive and be a mayhem enabler, but a little clunky. Also, an Envoy of the Bog. Every creature control attacks alone, put a counter on it, then surveil X number of counters on it. Seems pretty good. I'm going to take the Burst and the Bog. Again, the Legendary here is scaring me away, where if I already have 2 of these, it's really hard to ever take a third, and we'll probably see another one of these as the draft goes on. So, real lesson in like diminishing returns in this set, where there are huge diminishing returns in all of the legends, and you want to try and put yourself in a spot where you're not making awkward picks. So, let's take the on-color guards. It's a lot of Knife Tricks. We currently have way too many ways to discard, not enough mayhem stuff, but Exile from your graveyard is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, Workforce is fine. I mean, like, all right, let's take the dudes. Once again, we're lacking in removal. We just haven't really seen any removal. I don't think we've, like, made any mistakes, passing removal spells or whatever, but all right, so pack 3, what do we see? Oh, we have the Burst, I guess. We don't have any hard removal, though, like actually just kill a creature. We see Uharis the Storm Spinner. Pretty good card, but a little narrow and limited anyway. So we had an Orb Weaver, which is a really good signpost uncommon for the Mayhem deck. It's a Mayhem payoff and enabler, which is kind of cool. We got a Burst here, which is great. Yeah, we're just gonna Burst in this guy. Take our Burst, take our Weaver. Curve's pretty good overall. Desacrix's Gift of Servitude, sorry. 4 mana for a 4/3 trample. When it enters, return creature card mana to the graveyard. It has to attack and dies and deals damage. Has Mayhem 2, which is the important part. It's super cheap. It's also a Rizna Spider Crown.
I'll take it easy on you if you can hum my theme song.
We only have 4 spiders in our deck. I don't think the Rizna's very good in our deck. So take this card, and then it's either the Hunter or the Burst. Same thing as before. Just taking the Burst. So now we have 4 bursts now. It's pretty good. Whoa!
Bingo!
All right. New and Sumi Career Criminals. This is the payoff for signpost uncommon here. Whenever it attacks, discard a card, then draw a card, return discarded. This card's insane. Card's really, really good. And there's also a Colossus Swarm as 1. This card's also just like a really good card. There aren't many spiders in our deck, but it's just like a 2/1 or a 3/2. There's also a Polar. Let's take the Polar, actually. Let's take the Mayhem card. And we see Miasmic Mist. If you Mayhem this card, it's only your opponent's stuff. That is a nice one. That's a good one, folks. Like that. And then Prison Break or Fanatic. I don't think we're playing all these cards. It's fine. We have so many playables. It's like pretty sick. Easy land. And whatever. That's it. Hunter Tables. Awesome. Sure. All right. I mean, I think our deck looks pretty good this time. We have more removal spells for sure. And we've got some removal, some synergy, some power, a couple good rares. We'll see, though. Anything can happen in a small sample size. So we'll have to play the games and see how they turn out for it. Get some good rares, too. So this is like 10,000 cards. So cut the Prison Breaks, the Trap. I think the Malice is okay. These Brawlers are all really bad. And again, it's easy to look at Brawlers and think, oh, it says discard a card on it. It's a Madness Enabler. What you're getting for discarding a card is not worth a card by any stretch of the imagination at all. So all you're doing is cost reducing your cards, which is not a good enough payoff. So we got the String Puller and the Desecrix. You have 2 of these, which is great. The Mist, 4 bursts. Razorkin, we only have 6 spells that cost 4 more. It's still like fine, 3/3. Looter Guy, Crash. Get this green card out of here. Way too many crappy 2-drops. We can cut some of these guys with the Weaver, the Villager. Workforce is 2/2. So they only can give haste. I don't think haste matters that much. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4 too. We got a knife trick, I think, too. Riff Raff reset, thanks so much. I think this looks good. So we got a couple more spells here. We have the burst and the knife tricks. Pretty decent curve. 16 creatures. A couple good rares. I feel pretty okay about this. Not too shabby. I think that I wish we had more Wardens. I think Wardens is like the common you want for this deck by such a wide margin. It's kind of insane. It looks nice though. Looks sweet. So let's add our Landos here. We got a dual land. Fearsome Ridgeline is target legendary creature gains a menace until end of turn. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you have 10 legendary creatures. I think this is worth it, honestly. And we're looking at a little more red than black. We have double black though. Okay. We're gonna fire in like this. We're just split it. So, all right, cool. So, pretty cool looking Mayhem deck.
Modified by
And
Mayhem.
that's the wrong button. Whatever. Sorry. And pretty cool Mayhem deck. Let's see if we can't do a little better than our first draft here and we get more than 1 win. Let's rock and roll. So, folks, you know what time it is? It's prediction time. What do you think? 4 wins, yay or nay? Are you a believer or a non-believer? Hit the buttons, support the content, like, comment, subscribe. Let's do this. All right, let's do this. Chat, coming out with me.
Hit him with a web blast.
All right, hand's not great, but I mean, we're going to keep it. We're lacking a discard outlet, but it's okay. Again, I think the biggest problem with our deck is only having one of the 2/3 Spider when common or whatever. That is a discard outlet, but we're going to say go. All right, green, white, and they're going to play a full Spider web-slinger here. Johnny and Hoppy Roof Skippers, to mana for a 2/2 flying during your turn as flying. Whenever it leaves the battlefield, make a citizens. This is part of the web-slinging. Green-white is all about web-slinging, which is the mechanic where you bounce a creature that's tapped to your hand to make a cheaper cost, and then cards like this give you a benefit of leaving the battlefield. So we're definitely going to kill this. We're just going to Knife Trick and discard the Hunter. So we'll discard a card. Target this. Discard the Hunter.
Hopefully it'll be Mayhem.
Take a token. Cast our Mayhem card. And yeah, this card being a 2/2 but dies into a 1/1 as an absolute floor is really, really good. And they're going to attack their 1/1 into my 2/2. So the question here is not, do they have a trick? The question here is that if they have a trick, are we okay blocking? And trading our 2/2 flyer for their trick? I think we are, honestly. I should block. What do you got? There's some value where they could bounce it for another web slinging, so we're a little more inclined to block in that element. Sure. So this is a really, really good exchange for us. And one of the things we teach here on Bronze Mythic is that it's not about getting got. You know, it's not about like, we didn't lose that combat. We won that combat. All right. Well, why, Jim? Our creature died, their creature lives. Because they spent a combat trick and their entire turn 3 to kill my 1 mana flyer. All right.
Still a piece of
We don't care about this card. We got a time walk out of a deal, which is great for us. So we're going to play our Ridgeline. We're going to play our Crime Lord and say go. And pass the old turn ski. And again, your goal is not to like win. Your goal is not to win the battle. Your goal is to win the war. You know, and a little skirmish like that is great. That's totally fine for us. You know, we didn't get got. You know, and they're coming in again. Now it's a little different this time for a couple reasons. The first reason is this is a much more high quality creature than the one we just threw away. Where if they do the same play again, I'm a little sad about it. But caveat here is this card has Death Touch, so it will definitely kill the creature. That being said, we have no other threats. This card's pretty important for us. We're not going to block here. Just take the 1. So take the 1. We can kill our next creature and then connive end step with the Scorvus and kind of get things going because we're a little behind on action. So they have web-slinging.
Everybody gets 1.
Could they have not had a trick? Pretty unlikely, I think. But so they play the Explorer. They get to come in and get a cheap land. We draw another Death Flame Burst, which is like fine, I guess. We're going to tap this. We're going to burst away.
Get off my plate.
Push Spider, attack for 3. And then we're going to connive, end step. Probably discarding a land, honestly. Missed. I'm not sure. All right. And say go. Cool Caracles. Oh, play 2-2. Play 2-2. Play 2-2. Play 2-2. 2-3. Oh, and it adds a counter too. That's the opposite of what I wanted. All right, we draw another Death Flame Burst. All right. Well, this is not how you want to cast this card. You want to Mayhem it, but we didn't draw any ways to do that. We'll just kill this and attack again, I guess. Kill this. And attack for 3. We're going to connive. We'll probably discard the Mist, honestly. Draw Weaver.
Oh, it's my big helix! Oh my god!
Doing the madness thing. Oh, it's in the end step. I'm so stupid.
Throw yourself next time. Rid us of your stupidity.
Right. I forgot that it was in the end step. And it's Mayhem is not madness. So for someone like me who's older than dirt, madness, you just play the card immediately, regardless of timing issues. Mayhem is different. Mayhem is all about you must play the card at its usual time frame. So that's okay. That's fine. Gotta learn. They have a generous Betty Ray, 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I guess since they go, I guess. I'm not like thrilled about it, but. What's up, Corey? So easy for easy. Yeah, it is also a pretty bad design in this set to have an EOT discard trigger when that can't play. It like specifically anti-combos with a lot of the cards in the set, but I didn't design the set. So what are you gonna do? So we got Bass's turn. I think that trying to clean up Madness is a good goal. Madness is a really, really messy mechanic. In how like it like exiles the card and circumvents timing and yada yada yada. So I think that trying to fix it's a good idea, but I also think that like it's a little awkward. So all right, so they attack with this, and they're attacking with their 2/3 into my 3/1 that sucks. So we're gonna snap block here. Could they have a trick? Sure, but frankly I don't care. This card's whatever. So once again, we're gonna lose the battle, win the war. Hopefully. So they trade trick for my copy creature. We draw another land, which sucks. We have a Mist. I think we're just going to kill the generous Betty Ray and just hope they draw a 2 of this creature we can Wrath next turn. So, not doing very well. And so they go. I've been stretching my design legs a little bit too, Corey. I've been really enjoying working at my contract work at Riot. I'm going back again in a few weeks. It's really, really fun working on Riftbound. So, I'm feeling the design snobbery a little bit. I like that. Here's a Principled Referee. EDB but a counter each of 2 creatures. Or return a creature card, mana value 2 or less. It's been a tough game, folks. Alright. Yeah, so they're going to roof skip. Yeah, it's been really, really fun. First time doing any real game design work. It's really fun. So, I'm getting Mist. We'll kill both of these. They'll move a counter here and get a 1/1, which is like pretty bad. But we just don't have anything. So, like... Yes. Say go. We can burst down the referee next turn. They're flooding a bit too. Oh, they played that big creature. Alright.
I mean, it's not like Spider-Man or anything.
What, 11? Man, where are like ways to discard things? This can discard a thing, right? So you can play this, return the creature, and then discard the burst and kill a thing. Sure, that's fine. So play a land, play this. We're gonna return the Orb Weaver. Discard a card, discarding the burst. Mayhem, now it's in the graveyard, and now we can play it at normal timing restrictions. They have a flyer and a 3/4. We're gonna kill the flyer. Kill this. Alright, I mean, this thing has to attack next turn. It does have menace, so they can't just easily block it. Trading the Desecrators for this thing is fine. They play a pigeon. That's a pigeon. Anyone get that one? If you get that reference, I'll give you a high five. That was a pigeon. Trade. Mouse. Alright. After attack. They take 3. It dies. I mean, we're playing a top deck war. They got no cards in hand. I have a 4/5 Death Touch. So there you go.
Kicking villain butt look good on a resume?
Nobody's got me on that. That was a pigeon. Nobody? Man.
Pointlessness.
Jump blocking. Alright. We're going to play our Weaver and say go. Yes.
Gay.
Yes.
Blouses.
We're going to celebrate our wins, folks. Remember, folks, we are brought to you by Elgato. How do I do this? It's all my technology, folks. I got 4 Stream Decks and a Stream Deck Plus. I got buttons for freaking days, all right?
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Yeah, exactly. So, key lights, face cam, all the Elgato gear. Longtime user, now proud sponsee. Elgato partner, damn proud of it. Check them out. ZZ-Gym 5% for order, Elgato. Check it. All right, we have a knife trick. We have some bursts. We have a couple clunky creatures. We're going to keep. It's kind of awkward, but keep this. That is true. I do often say, thank you, SPL. Let's hear for SPL. Mini Badger got it too. That is the first episode of South Park. Cartman gets an anal probe. Yes, I often say one of my favorite parts about being a streamer is that I can make some dumbass reference and someone in chat will get it. You don't usually let me down, so. Officer Barbary. Dino's got me. First time, what's up? All right, so they play Carlo, Suave Schemer. How you doing? I got some schemes I want to work on you.
You are a sad excuse for a bad guy.
So, we're going to play land. We're just going to knife trick, kill this, and play our flyer, I think, right? Works for me. So let's discard a card, target this, auto pay. Get a little mayhem going.
Oh, the destructive mayhem you could call.
And pass the old turn ski. We got some lands for a curve out now. Aquanox new sub, Spaceman resub. Thanks so much, appreciate it. Alright, they play Eerie Gravestone. ETB, draw a card. Pay 2, sack, mill 4, raise dead. Okay. It's a cycle of common artifacts in the set that have a paid colored cost. I'm just gonna jam, I mean. Attack for 2. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Well, actually, if it dies, I'll connive. It's pretty cool, so I'm in for that. Nope. Okay, sure. How about a Crime Lord?
I see the clowns, but where's the circus?
Not actually an outlaw, though. Dal, reset. Thanks so much. Gonna kill my Crime Lord? Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Snatch back. So 2 mana unsummon. So early on in Bronze and Mythic, in the early levels, we're always going to point out things our opponents do that might not be optimal. We're not making fun of our opponents. I just don't want you to make the same mistake. So using a spell like Snatch Back with just the bounce for not drawing a card is card disadvantage. You are down a card. Bounce spells feel cool because you feel like you're removing their creature, but you're not. We're just going to play it again. So once you are ahead on tempo, it means you're like bouncing a thing to attack for a bunch and get ahead on the board. You usually don't want to just like fire off a bounce spell like that. Unless you think your hand is like really card draw heavy. You want to try and maybe draw a card off it or find a better spot for it, but it is what it is. So here's a Vexed Bots robot villain. Sure.
You're gonna lose your bad guy merit badge for that.
We don't draw a land. We're just gonna attack and just play our guys. It's fine. Into the Royal. Hell yeah, Corey. Love that.
Pointless.
I saw LSD posted like a short on like Channel Fireball or whatever that was like a review of this card, and it was like Into the Royal or what is it called in like the more recent reprint? If you're a real boomer, Into the Royal. If you're a medium boomer, this. All right, so they play Ozor, Chronicler of Collapse. This is a 4/5 hexproof because they control this, and because they milled so many cards, it is almost an 8/8.
Good lord. Gigantism.
Damn. All right. This sucks. Maybe a Death Toucher. There's a Doc Ock, yeah. Don't tell anyone though. Okay. We don't want to kill our own guy. That would suck. Kill, but the bots will get size out of this thing soon. I should probably just kill the bots. I should attack with both and kill the bots. It's kind of shitty, but whatever. This card is really a really hard design. Not being able to be a Madness Enabler. Well, they trade, but that's fine. Trade's fine. We accept that. And then I guess we can just kill this later. All right, I'll play this guy now. Sure. So play Fanatic and Rock and Roll. Pretty good trade for us, right? We traded our 3/3, 4-drop for their big 5-drop. It looks pretty good. Again, kind of weird this card's a common. These legend commons, so. And then we're going to Hide in Mundanity, our Full Throttle Fanatic, which is not a particularly good use of a our removal spell. Turning a bad creature into a 1/1 is, you know,
Still a piece of garbage.
was a garbage, now it is a garbage. And they're going to Knife Trick and kill the other guy, and they're going to pay the extra mana. Sure. So one of the real important things you'll see often at these lower levels is opponents not really doing a good job with their removal spells. Bronze players, players who are less experienced, are much more likely to just fire off a removal spell, whereas good players will often hold it for as long as they possibly can and make sure they find an absolutely premium target for it. So this can attack as defender. We're going to play Krobel, which is the 4/4 menace. Whoever you control attacks alone. Put a counter. This is Spiderman Noir, right?
Look out! Here comes the Spiderman.
They have another Hide in Mundanity. All right, yes. We draw another land. That's supposed to go, I guess. Take 2. All right, we are. Now we're cooking. They play another bots and grow this. All right, so we're gonna grow this now. We're gonna kill this now. I mean, but now I draw a card we can actually play. That's annoying, but sure. We'll just kill this and say go. If we take 4 to play this guy, that's not ideal. They have 1 card left. All right, where should I kill this? Kill this and say go. Nicolas Cage, Spider-Man Noir. They're going to detect intrusion. That is going to counter an instant, sorcery, or triggered ability. All right, we'll just do it again, I guess.
Get off my plate.
Get out of town.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Don't draw a big villain. That's probably the best possible draw in the deck. Okay. Drew a card, draw a spell off the top. Not good. They're 12. Play a land. 1. So there you go. We draw a Scorpion's Sting. Play Venom. I do not believe there's a Ravenous Rat in this set, so. Leave my stuff alone. Not gonna use this thing yet. Take a hit. Draw. That's a big draw. We like that. Here's a Razorkin, and we're gonna just pump it up. I think. Just spend the mana right now. Make it 5/5. Plays around them, drawing Scorpion Sting and smaller removal spells. 3-turn clock. Now we're currently ahead. So. We're going to play Aggressive Symbiosis. This is a +1. You play it from the graveyard by discarding a card. But now if we want to kill it, we've got the Mist. We also draw this card, which is a trigger for this too. That's sick. Alright, so let's play this first. Play the Gift of Servitude. Exile top card of our library. It is a Knife Trick. Bring back the Hunter. Awesome. Just gonna kill this with this Knife Trick. Awesome. Let's pay it 2. We're like kind of doing it, folks. Your turn. Good luck. Have fun.
Can we wrap this up before dinner? I have a date. With my aunt.
Game.
All right. Let's roll. 2-0. All right. Hand is... We have a payoff. We have a Menace. Thing is, like, this is more of a Menace payoff. Sorry, Mayhem payoff and Enabler. Discarding a card for a counter is not, like, awesome, but we're going to keep this in. We can't really mulligan, so... But, whoopa. Okay. We got a Wonderweave Aerialist. This is a 2/2. Has flying if it's modified wards. The blue-white theme in this set is modified stuff. We draw our Wardens. Should play a Weaver here. Cassie did not nap today. He is very, very cranky. Alright, coming in for 2. We can block here. We don't want to, though, I think. We can just, like, rip off a big guy. Alright, so... We have our Wards of... This is, like, the most important card of this entire Mayhem deck, being a looter. We're just gonna jam this thing. Terrible 2s. You got it. Coming in. My son's the villain. This is Cassian's villain origin story. Whatever, you know, inconsequential thing happened to him before bedtime. Still BTM in the AM? Folks, the schedule is always up there, folks. BTM all day tomorrow. I got a lot of episodes to record before I leave for Magic Con Atlanta. Who am I going to see in Atlanta, folks? If you missed it, we're doing a Bronze to Mythic live event on Saturday. More on that in a bit. So, here comes the tile spinner. They're going to bounce my guy. Sure, it's fine. Hit for 2. Okay tempo. We play a land. Unfortunately, we can't do multiple things here. What format is BTM live? To be determined. I'm not going to commit to anything just yet. Depends on what they can get for us. I guess we're just playing this guy again. I mean, like, we could play the Weaver and put a counter on it and discard something, but, like, a 3/2 of his board is kind of irrelevant. So I'll play this card. Say go. Let's say go. Bad trade, so let's chill.
So, did you get bitten by a radioactive sloth?
Mob lookout! Connive. That'll modify this Wonderweave Aerialist. Good thing I got Sneaky Reach for days. It does have Ward 2, which is kind of annoying. They discard a Hedron Scaler. This is an exile from the graveyard effect. Again, blue-black's all about Connive, drawing and discarding, using cards in the graveyard. Crossover with Connive and Modified, where Connive does give +1/+1 counters, which is pretty cool. We can double block here. We'll lose our Wardens, though. I don't want to do that. We have a good attack this turn. This is fine. Just no blocks. We can get our loot on. They're going to play a Sanctuary. They're doing lots of colors here. Sure. Play a land. We are getting in with the Wardens. And we are going to play a lot of stuff this turn. We're going to Wardens discarding the Puller, I think. Draw a card. It's a Crime Lord, which is also pretty awesome. Our Weaver can actually untap multiple times, which is pretty sick. Cool card.
I'm out of here.
And they're going to take the 2. Awesome. So no combat trick. Let's do that. Also, by scared of a rule spell. So, second main, we're going to tap this for a red. We're going to tap this for a colorless. Pop in this guy. It still costs 4 mana, so we'll untap the Weaver, even though we're playing it for 2. Cares about the amount of value, not the cost paid for it. We're going to play a... We can play a Crime Lord, untap. Nothing died for the Crime Lord. You can also play the Orb Weaver and play the Flyer, too. And get a counter. It's not very mana efficient, though. Play this guy, untap, 2 mana left. I don't want to cast Weaver and do nothing. Interesting. I maybe just play the Crime Lord, though. Just like the most mana efficient thing. I don't think that the 3/2s are very good on this board, so. We do have a flash feature, so if Crime Lord goes off, we can actually madness out the card, which is kind of funny. A lot of spiders have a set, a lot of reach. Spiders do, right? You know?
Here comes Spidey.
Alright, so they have this counter and jump in their graveyard. They play Mothwing Shroud.
They have a warrant for your arrest. You're going to
Banishing
jail.
Light. Okay. Ruby Flyer, we're at 13. We got some removal spells. We got a lot of good stuff going on still. And again, the big thing here is the Wardens. Being able to loot and constantly draw and madness is so good. So, they are coming in. Alright, they have a 2/2 coming into our 4/3. There is a +2/+2 trick. There is also a green +4/+4. And the fact that they didn't use a trick when they had 1 white up and now they have a green up is a little sketchy. I think splashing that card would be pretty weird. But again, all you're trying to do is figure out context clues. Just like, what did they do? Let's look at all the things they did and try and line up what makes the most sense. I think I'm going to block with the Weaver here. I think that this is a very expendable creature on this board. And I'm pretty happy to just block with this. If they trade, cool. If they trick, cool. This is not a spider, so they can't do +4/+4 on it. +2/+2 is not relevant here. So, yeah. Sure. We're at 10. They're at 16. They play an exclusive nightclub. Hello. They are not blue-white. We draw another legend.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
That's hella rude. All right, so we're going to attack. We're going to jam. Coming in. Coming in. Coming in.
Anyone home?
We're discarding our Orb Weaver. Draws a burst. It's pretty cool. All right, so we can actually burst down the Flyer and pay for the ward. That's kind of cool. They're going to block, which is fine. And they're going to go down to 12. So you can go Weaver for 1, discard burst, 2 for burst, 2 for ward. I like that. Play this guy.
Murder, mayhem, depravity.
We'll discard a burst. We'll cast this. Get out of here.
Get off my plate.
Pay the 2. Toasted. Maybe. It is a spider. Do they have the +4/+4? That was our read earlier, so. Did they feel smart? No, they actually had the +2/+2. Wow. So our opponent's playing very cautiously. They were being very, very careful about playing a trick into our open mana, scared of a removal spell. That's good overall instincts. That being said, I think we're in a pretty good spot now. Are all future Marvel crossovers going to be through the Omenpaths style sets? I mean, I think that's like the current plan, but this is a pretty messy one, so. We're holding a land. I don't see a reason to play it, honestly. We have a Looter in play. Just play it again next turn. Oh, no. They play Kuminso the Watchful. Put a counter on a creature, Vigilance. Whenever a modified creature does combat damage to a player or draw a card. This is the Signpost uncommon for blue-white. They wisely put the counter on this thing, so I can't burst it. Opponent's playing well, honestly. We're in some doo-doo. I think we're just, like, kind of dead. Jeez. This card's busted. This is like a rare power level card, I feel like. Can give our Warden's Menace, I suppose. That costs 2 mana. I would like this to block so I can finish it off with the burst. So, -2, 3. Yeah, sure. Alright. This spider's a menace!
Look out! Here comes the Spiderman.
Discard this thing. Alright. I believe this is Gwen, Spider Gwen or whatever. Which makes no sense thematically because it's so good in like the Mayhem villain deck, but it's a hero. I don't know, folks. Alright, so they're going to block just the Watchful on the 4/3. These have Menace, they can't block those. Alright, cool. So we're going to try and kill this creature and hope that it works. Hold on, it's there. So we'll just hardcast this, which kind of stinks, but... Alright, that worked.
Get off my plate.
And this works. And we just say go. Yes, the overlay for Untapped will show you the Spider-Man card name, which is really, really cool. Check this out. See, mouse over a card, you can see the actual name. It's a little small here, but it's really, really cool. Untapped, killing it. Sponsor of mine was fantastic. Free Strider Aces. Getting combat your turn, creature you control gains First Strike and Vigilance. They have a 3/3 flying Vigilance. Sure. I mean, we were a little flooded here, I'm not going to lie. We're at 4. We draw Miasmic Mist, which does not kill a damn thing. -2, -2. We can even Mayhem it. Oh, it's a sorcery anyway. Oh my god, this is so awkward. Alright, I'm just gonna... Alright, let's give this guy... Jesus, man. Maybe we want them to block this. Sure. Whatever. Discard a land here if we're flooded. Discard this, draw a card. Galvanized Workforce. Yeah, a shock wasn't very good in our first draft. This card does not look very good in this draft either. It seemed like it's mere mayheming it. It seems pretty awesome. But when you're like discarding in combat and can't preemptively mayhem it, it's pretty awkward. So don't love that. They only have 1 card left and they didn't use their scaler. Gonna dub block. Okay. Alright. So this is actually like pretty good. We can assign damage. Wait. How does assign damage work these days? Like, you can't order blockers anymore, but you can't split damage either, right? I can't just deal 2 and 2 or 2 and 1. I think you still need to assign. I don't even know, honestly. They've changed that rule so many times. You can split damage now. I know you couldn't, and now you can do it. You can do it again. Where's auto assign damage? All right, so sure. Because now our mist looks pretty good, barring a trick. Auto allocate damage. There we go. Okay, cool, sweet. Oh no, I misclicked. Oh no, what am I ever going to do? Cast the mist. Cast the mist. Kill all yo stuff. Hopefully. And we'll play the Workforce and just say go. Love it. We're in, folks. End step. Alley Lurkers. 2/1 flash. Whoever attacks connive. Oh no.
A brilliant player can get a strong hand cracked, go on a tilt, and lose his mind along with every single chip in front of him.
I mean, didn't play around that. I could have not played my 2-drop and left up my 2/2 flyer. did not consider that being a valid option, given the fact that I have a looter in play and stuff. All right, GG. What are you gonna do? You can't win them all. One of the important things to recognize too when you're starting a new draft format is that just because a player's in bronze or silver or gold, whatever, does not mean they're necessarily a that level player. It means they haven't played. It means they also haven't played in a while too. Opponent played well. Opponent just played quite well. Their deck looked a little weird, but all right. So our hand is good because we have our most important card here in the Wardens of Silverweb Summit. They play a vibrant cityscape. Thank God for New Capenna, right? Without New Capenna, would this even worked? I don't even know. So, all right, play land, take up. I know I'd go from bronze to mythic. All right, so Lurking Lizards, nice card. Yeah, I'm just gonna say go, I guess. Yeah, if a player skips a set or whatever else, they play. All right, we're just gonna go for the double kill here, I think. Kill this. Certainly have enough of these death flame bursts, you know, so kill that and kill this. Kill all of them. Kill all of them.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day.
Is it Ravnica of a city world? Yeah, but not the city like New Capenna is, you know? Like this guy, all right? This guy would not fit in Ravnica. He's obviously from New Capenna. That's just a boxing ring, you know? Let's get real here. Like... All right, so we're gonna play land. They return back their. This is a common. Oh, it's 4 mana. Sure, okay. All right, we're gonna play this. Is it Wardens or Racerkin? Because we have attacks. Discard, draw card. Discard. Start this turn. We get Razorkin. If we draw land, we get to cast this. That was up at the Wardens first. What's up, David? Everyone say hi to David. First time chatter. What's up? Welcome. Gangsta. Wing Shroud.
They have a warrant for your arrest. You're going to jail.
Web him up, Spidey.
Hit him with a web blast.
And they play lizards. All right. I mean, it's pretty good. We draw land here. No, we can't. I'm playing Razor Gun. I just want to draw land and cast this guy and trigger this thing. Not the guy from Billy Madison. What? This guy? Oh, is it on the sound effects? I don't know. They're just gonna hard cast the Zan Tunnel of Explorer and get a land. And they are gonna get a plane. So no fancy colors here. And they play.
Waka waka.
All right. Well, they play Aunt May after playing the Spider. That's just a don't do that. You know, a little bit of a whoopsie there. This card is preposterous. It's a Soul Warden. There's also an anthem for all of your spiders. Ridiculously good.
Yoo-hoo! Spider-Man over here.
That being said, we're just gonna Crime Lord and try and draw a land off this. Exile top card. It's a land. Did it.
Bingo. All right.
No attacks, just say go. I mean, like, Crime Lord might just block something here, honestly. Might just block a 4/3. Gain a life, not a... The pigeon is not a spider, so...
Can you not see the truth? He is not Spider-Man.
And yeah, snap lock here, I think. We don't really need to connive at this point. We can't madness our cards anyway. Want to stay alive. Cast our not legally distinct green goblin and say go. Exile top card. And a land, sure. That's great. We are doing pretty good here. We got 2 cards off our Razorkin so far. And we're playing our big cards. They draw land, yeah. Flooding does seem like it's pretty real of a set. The set just isn't very complicated. It's a very small, simple set. So the flooding is often an issue in sets like that. So whenever this acts, discard a card and then draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. We're just going to massacre all of our stuff here.
No, don't do this.
We're going to
Enough is enough.
fire in for a knife trick, discard a card, and we're going to we're going to deal 3 damage to this guy. Pay for this, discard a burst. And then when this goblin attacks, we're going to be able to discard a card and then draw 2 cards. It's pretty cool. Let's discard a land, I think. I'm not going to use the burst yet. Discard a land. Draw 2. That is some lands, I guess, but sure. Alright, so child blocking there would be very, very bad. Opponent wisely chooses against it. Play land, play crash, they go. This card can discard a card every turn, make it so the thing can't block. Again, not getting a lot of value off your discard is not ideal, but this card might be bad, so we'll see. Neuron says, AJ, I'm watching your new brews for a simply different Spider-Man person set. The person who played a blue artifact deck. Yeah, that was cool. I haven't played that card yet, but yes.
Game. Blouses.
Going for a trophy, folks. All right, trophy match. Let's do this. I don't have any Spider-Man songs on my soundboard, unfortunately, so,
You serious?
I am serious, yes. Hand's great, keep. Pick 2 drafts, the only option available to us here on Arena with Spider-Man drafts. So Bronze Mythic is just rolling along. We're just trying to go with the flow. Episode 2, Draft 2. We're going to do 1 episode a day on YouTube. Usual schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, but we're going fast, so it is what it is. We got a Sting and a Knife Trick. We can Knife Trick and play this guy, but I don't really want to kill this. I guess, like, it's probably still worth it. Because this can block this anyway. Like, what else are we doing? Yeah, I guess I'm in. Do a little Knife Trick. Discard a card. Kill this. Discard the Madness guy and play it. Pick 2 draft it's not like that much different than regular drafts, you know. It's a little more on rails because you lock in pretty early. And there are also only 4 players, so like something is usually open, and usually you can figure it out. So you want to stay a little more open if you can, but alright, so they play Unstable Experiment, which will draw a card, then connive. Don't have any creatures. So we're gonna do this and say go. We got our rule spell, we got a big time madness card. Did I say madness? I meant mayhem.
Who's interested in some mayhem?
Occasion get reset, thanks so much. They play a Death Toucher Mill 2. They mill over a Symbiosis and a Knife Trick. I'm going to kill this. They can use it as a madness outlet. And I want to spend my mana here, so. Not a great use of removal, but draw a Knife Trick. Sure. So we'll attack with this. Currently, nothing in the graveyard to return with this. We're just going to wait. Let's say go. And once again, a reminder in the set, there are only 5 themes for allied color pairs. Nothing more than that. That's how the set is designed. Here's a Miastic Mist. This card is seen really bad. Does it have reach? It's a spider with no reach.
Inconceivable!
I don't know, folks. Some pretty big legs, but we're just casting our guy. Hopefully it lives. Career criminals.
Ah, you kiss your mother with that face? Jeez.
All right. We needed that guy, folks. We needed that guy. So now they're going to attack alone and surveil and add a counter. That sucks. It's pretty big. We draw land. That's also not very good. This kind of sucks. We're just like not doing anything. Like the cards we have, I guess this card's bad, but we're going to attack. You know, I want to play a 4/3 that doesn't do anything. You know, we're just going to say go, I guess. Like, they have the Symbiosis. This gets a counter every turn. And they play a Scorvus. Alright. I mean, we can kill this next turn. Just like kind of okay, I guess. Let me draw a Razorkin. That card's good at least. Alright, so I guess we'll just Knife Trick and cast this guy. Because, like, I mean, whatever. A 4th is better than nothing, I suppose. So we'll attack. We'll cast this thing, discard a card. Discard it. Oh, that's fine. It's not madness. It works both ways, okay?
I look like a jackass.
So he should play this first, clearly, but it's not madness, so we're fine. So you can play land, play this guy, and then cast the Servitude. We will not get anything off Servitude, but, like, it's just a 2-mana 4/3. It triggers the Razorkin, so top card is in Orb Weaver, sure. I mean, 9 to 12. We could double block the Envoy, which is pretty horrifying, but Using the mist and the trick to kill the venom. It's not venom, it's freaking Spiderman Noir or whatever, but they're gonna unsummon my madness guy. Yeah, I guess. I mean, we get to do like, you know what? We can like block and get it back to BB. That kind of sucks too, though. All right, well, we're gonna play a bunch of stuff, I guess. This card's terrible. Yeah.
Still a piece of
We're
garbage.
I guess we're gonna just play this guy and then discard the servitude. All right, I guess. Discard this. Cast this. Exile card with Razor Kit. Razor Kit's been excellent. Been really, really good. And yeah, that's not great either. So we'll just attack and it's like it's menace too. Oh my god, man. They have this extra. I mean, if they have basically anything, we're dead, but we can't really do anything about it, so. Say go. They have infinite cards in hand. Oh my god. The good news is that it doesn't actually do anything yet. This is a Egrix the Bile Bulwark. Whenever it attacks, you get a bolus of Citadel of your library. Come on, man. So they're at 9. Trample, Menace, Trample. If I give their stuff, well, I guess they give my stuff -2/-2 also. Damn. And then they're going to fire up the Bulwark and just kill us, basically. Yeah, I think we're dead. If the Weaver attacks, they block with both. Yeah, we just don't have any viable attacks. Yeah, I think we're dead, folks. A lot of lands. We do have the ability to surveil on the end step, but here's a look at. Look out! Gonna connive onto the Bulwark to make it bigger. Make it bigger again. I think we're pretty dead here, folks. They discard a spell, a good spell too, in Robotics Mastery, which gives big buff. They're gonna kill my guy.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So they can now play cards off the top of the library for life. You're just dead on board. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a stinker, but what are you gonna do? And that's 2 losses. So that's our draft. All right, so we went 3-2. I think our deck was pretty good, but I don't know. We just kind of lost that last game to some good stuff. They played some dudes, and we couldn't kill the big guy once it got bigger. I think, again, we've been lacking, like, a hard removal spell. Miasmic Mist was terrible.
Still a piece of
just
garbage.
Awful. If this had been, like, a Doomblade, we could 4 wins, not even close. That's okay. We're learning. We're getting there. And we're going to keep on rolling along. So episode 3 is coming up. You folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.